Libra, thank you for joining us today. This is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading. This is my own interpretation, though, so do take that information that does resonate with you as your own, and if there's anything that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. But stick with us, though, as there's definitely a message here for you. Now, as we do get into things, I will just point out I can be found on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, so do stay tuned for those. I do also do personal readings, so get in touch for that. Now, let's get right into the general reading here. So it looks like this is a time for taking things at hand and going with the flow. I see that there will be some healing for you in the near future. So let's keep that in mind as well as we do get into things, that everything will be guided for you, so you can absolutely let things happen. Just go with the flow. Okay, so let's get right into the love reading. Okay, all right, so as we start up here, it looks like you felt like you were giving so much compassion and love to that person, but they just haven't been reciprocating. That things have been tough for you and things have just not been growing the way that you expected, even though you were showing all of that compassion and that love to that person. That for those of you in a relationship, that things were what you were hoping initially, and that in the meantime, since then, that things just haven't been growing for you. Like that person hasn't been meeting you halfway, that person hasn't been sharing, or that person just hasn't really been there for you quite the way that you expected them to be. Maybe they've been taking longer to respond than you expected, especially in emotional or troubling situations, that it's just been kind of beating you down a little bit. I do see that there will be some pain, or there has been some pain, and there is pain for you currently. That's what it looks like. It looks to be current pain that has come from the past, and that things are tough. And I do see that those challenges are ongoing for you, and that they are almost over. That those challenges that have been happening and that have happened up to and including current times, that those situations are on their way out, and that you have places to be and like growth to happen, that person is going to start to really come back to you. That although they've been distant, that they're on their way back in. And for those of you in a relationship, that relationship will really grow comfortably pretty soon. And for some of you, those of you not in a relationship, that although the times have been tough, that person is going to be sharing with you, that they are absolutely on the receiving end of their own challenges, and that they have absolutely been hurting as well, that they will absolutely help you through the situations that you've experienced, and that love will grow as well. That although it may not immediately sprout into a relationship, that relationship is blooming and that love is on its way in. I do see here that for all of you, honestly, that you do have an open mind and an open heart, and you've been doing your best. Just like I mentioned before, how you've really been showing that compassion, that you're not going to lose that aspect of yourself, and that aspect is really a big part of your strength that you have, and that you're really building yourself into your perfect self, that you're really looking to have that compassion be part of you, and those positive feelings and those positive emotions that you have built up, that they're really going to be a crux for you, that they're going to be a stepping stone into the future. Now, that does bring us to the end of that, though, that things are moving for you, though. That although there's a lot of pain from the past, the recent past, and that pain is still lingering, just like I mentioned in our general reading, there is healing in that, and that you do absolutely have the ability to go with the flow. and that your openness and your compassion is really what drives you forward and what will keep you and that person building things. So I do see great things in that. Now, let's get into the financial side of the reading here. Okay, so in terms of finances, it looks like you've been a bit closed off. You haven't been sharing your thoughts, your things that you really want with those around you. And I see that that has caused some damage to either your reputation or to your financial situation. That although things are meant to be one way, that you've kind of been straying from the way that you wanted things to be progressing. And that this has been a tough inner fight that you've had, but that things will begin to grow again. That although times have been difficult, that you do have abundance on the way. That the money, the finances, that you're going to really fall into a fantastic you, and you're going to realize what you've been missing, and maybe there's a skill that you just wanted to perfect, or maybe there's just something that you really wanted to grow, that will happen, and that you'll really find abundance in that. Now, I do see that there is a fundamental change in the near future, that something will happen and will really change things for you coming up. I'm going to look further into this and see what's happening there. That honestly, it looks like there will be tough times in your financial life. That it looks like you are absolutely going to build yourself into a strong, confident, and well-rounded individual, and that you will be building and getting some abundance in terms of your finances. The things are basically going to be growing very nicely, very smoothly, and you're going to be the calm in the storm. Now, it looks like there will be somebody trying to undermine you or trying to prevent you from growing, or even trying to make you lose out on certain things and trying to backstab you, basically. But I see that you will absolutely have the ability to overcome this and to take that sword in hand, literally, and well, not literally, but essentially metaphorically, that thought-provoking sword in hand, and you'll be able to counteract that potential. That although somebody is out to backstab you and really change things for you financially, that you have the power to overcome that. And although there will be fundamental change, that you have power over the outcome of that fundamental and deep change. So I really do see that there will be growth for you and stability, that there will be tough times here as well, and those challenges will really happen for you, and that you do have the ability to overcome and really rise on top of those challenges. Now that does bring us to the end of our reading. I will just point out as well, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, so stay tuned for those. I do also do personal readings, so get in touch for that. This brings us to the end there, so stay tuned. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.